What's up, y'all? We're back and we're going to do our Patreon review of the first two Carnivore albums, which is the band that Peter Steele did that basically turned into Typo Negative, my all-time #1 favorite band. But Zach has a story he wants to tell.
Yeah, we were talking about music streaming services outside, and one day I went over to Charlie's house and we were talking about. He was talking about how he loves Spotify and how he just finds all these random bands on there and how much he loves it and stuff. And I was like, that's cool. I'm on Apple because it's free because of a person I used to work with. She put me a part of her family members. So I'm in the family and I can just listen to whatever the fuck I want to. Thank you, Hannah. And
I got unused family.
We started comparing the streaming services on what's there, what's not there, and he was like, is this guy on there? He's like, no, because he couldn't find it on his thing, you know, and we were going back and forth with that, and I said, well, he goes, well, I love Pandora because it's introduced me to so much shit that I wouldn't know of without it, and I said, well, that's cool. But all those guys are on Apple. There's one thing that I can get on Apple that you can't get on Spotify. And I played a Neil Young song. And he's like, so?
That's hilarious.
I'm like, keep on rocking in the free world.
That's hilarious. Oh, God.
I love you, Charlie. He laughed though, because he's like, God damn it. Because it's like every streaming service is pretty much the fucking same. You can get every goddamn thing your heart desires on it. I just think that there's too many music streaming services. Because you got your Spotify, you got your iHeartRadio, you got your Pandora.
When our music gets put on, when I get our music put on Spotify, the list of shit is like this long, and I'm like, I know 2 of these. I know 2 of these.
What are you talking about?
Of the streaming services that our music is on.
Oh,
the music we make.
So there's a big list. You pay for it to be on Spotify, but it's on everything else.
Yeah, they don't just put it on Spotify. They put
That's
it on
crazy.
Apple. They put it on Amazon. They put it on, like, I can pull our albums up on Amazon right now.
I can pull it up on Apple. That's fucking awesome.
And but then there's Deezer, there's Tidal, there's just so many.
I've heard of Tidal, but like...
Tidal's the Dr. Dre one.
Yeah, why is there so many and neither one of them are really that distinct?
No,
because like you can get, like with the streaming shows and movies, there's reasons you want the other.
Yeah, like certain shows are on this streamer,
yeah.
Certain shows are on that
like
streamer.
You want HBO because it has this. You want Netflix because it has that.
It's like all music is pretty much on all streaming.
Yeah, I don't understand. What's the difference? Like, are you that
what
big?
What are you doing?
Or is it like, does Dr. Dre have a specific thing where it's like, no, only my songs are on this, which is not the case, because I listened to the new Dr. Dre on Apple.
Compton?
Is that the 5-track EP?
Oh, I don't know about a 5-track EP.
He came out with a 5-track EP that was the songs he did for the Grand Theft Auto expansion.
Oh, I'll be damned.
Yeah, it was cool. About the new expansion, it's fucking stupid because it's more online shit. But what's his name?
Yeah, there we are.
Right there on Amazon.
Yeah,
Big Beautiful Mile.
that's cool. What was the dude?
There's Travis passed out in the door.
Franklin, the black guy
yeah.
that you get to play. He now owns a fucking record company. And the other dude, his friend that played Black Jesus in the show Black Jesus, his friend is there. And he's trying not to be so controversial. He's saying things that... He's trying to hit on the woman that's like the secretary, but he says things like that is more PC now. And it's poking fun at that. And then Franklin is introducing you, trying to get you into his new music company or whatever, and he looks to the side and this dog comes up on him, old Chop.
Oh, Jesus.
Do you remember Chop? You don't remember the dog?
Okay. Hold on, am I really that stoned? Are we talking about GTA?
Yeah, I'm talking about GTA.
Holy Christ,
Yeah,
dude, where did my
okay.
brain just go? Because holy crap,
Okay.
I thought we were talking about something else just a minute ago. Now
I
you're
don't know,
talking-
it's, Dr. Dre brought me onto this. So, you had a dog in GTA 5.
Yeah.
Chop.
I remember, but I don't.
Okay, so...
It's been years
Yeah,
since
now...
I played
Travis has no
The-
idea about
the
any of
There has
those
been
states.
2 console generations
Yeah.
since I played that.
There wasn't even
The cool
DLC
thing
yet
about
when
it,
he
though,
played it last.
is they made the dog age.
Oh.
He's got gray hairs in his face and he barely gets around and shit. It's like, damn. When you think about it, it has been that long since we've seen that dog and since whatever. Anyway, yeah, the new Dr. Dre songs, album, EP, whatever, is stuff he did for Grand Theft Auto. They're not bad, but they're also not good.
I still haven't heard Compton yet. I remember when it came out, when the Straight Outta Compton movie came out, and I was like, oh, we're still waiting on Detox, y'all.
Yeah, I don't think he's doing it at this point.
But anyway, here we are. We're talking about Carnivore.
Are we?
Yeah, the first, well, not the first band. There was, I believe it was Fallout something that Peter Steele did, but Carnivore is the closest connection to what Typo Negative would eventually be. And
Carnivore. I almost said carnival.
Well, because the first 2 albums has Peter Steele. After that, there's more Carnivore albums.
there actually aren't.
Yeah, there's only 2 here.
There's only 2 Carnivore albums.
It pulls it, unless there's another band in
82.
Carnivore now.
New York, New York.
Now,
Oh, the similar artist. Celtic Forest.
Celtic Frost.
Celtic Frost, yes.
I'm gonna say it now. I don't see why Gwar isn't the first thing that pops up.
Nuclear
It
Assault.
literally sounds like Gwar to me,
Exorder.
I can see that. I can
except
see
for the
best.
parts, because to me you can hear it
Sheer
sounds
terror.
like clearly like Gwar, and then the
Corner.
parts that sound clearly like fucking Typo Negative.
This is funny.
It's just like you take lots. It's like
Yeah.
our lyrics are nothing about fucking rape and fucking tits, and make it as if Gwar, which technically still would have been Gwar, but
Every
there's
other
been
band
space
that's
tits.
similar artist is like, shots of the band or whatever, and that they look like what you think they would look like. Then you got Coroner.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
But yeah, there's only 2. There's 2 demos. There's an '84 demo and then a USA for USA demo.
Oh, so they're both demos?
Yeah, but there's Carnivore and then Retaliation. The only 2
Well, fuck,
official
15 albums to be a demo, 15 songs to be a demo, that ain't bad.
USA for USA.
Looking at Retaliation.
Yeah, Retaliation is the second and final album, basically.
because they redid the album because there's actually the original
There's
version.
11 songs. Those are full albums.
I didn't say these were demos.
You're not
I
talking about
said
these
those 2.
Oh, they got demos on there.
Yeah,
Okay,
there's 2
my
official
bad.
albums. There's Carnivore and Retaliation. Then there's a compilation version that mixes Retaliation and Carnivore. Then there is Demo 84 and USA for USA in 86. Which track is that?
Predator.
Man, I love it.
I haven't heard any of these.
It sounds like war to me.
What is Peter still doing?
vocal bass.
Vocal to bass.
Like,
So it's more hardcore.
it is thrashier Typo Negative,
Yeah.
basically.
Okay,
And then if you had to listen to it, the parts you clearly like that's Typo Negative.
Mhm.
The soft parts that he does that soft like
There is only one song on both of these albums, or within both of these
Within both.
albums, that use what would be the dominant Peter Steele sexy voice.
that long
Oh,
chanty
delivery.
voice.
And it is It's the song Male Supremacy.
God damn, that is such a rapey song.
Yeah, it's a very, very rapey song, but like it's.
Doesn't
like,
he already write rapey songs though?
Not really.
No. This Carnivore kid, it's supposed to be like war.
Yeah,
And then
so this-
typo negative.
right here, typo negative all the way.
I bet you were happy when you heard that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So that's why I said it's like gore, typo negative, gore.
And so before I get into the little track by tracks, the thing is the very first typo negative album, Slow, Deep, and Hard, was going to be, everything was written as the third Carnivore album. But those guys, they broke up. But Peter Steele was still contractually obligated to make another album and put the band together that would become Typo Negative. They did Slow, Deep, and Hard. Now, if you are a fan of Typo Negative, the more goth metal Typo Negative, there are hints of what Typo Negative would eventually be known for on both of these albums. There's hints of it. But if you're a bigger fan of the Slow, Deep, and Hard album and the more thrashier tracks that you get on Typo Negative's albums, you'll love Carnivore. And I love Carnivore because I get the best of both worlds, more on the thrashier side. But still, Typo Negative is still my jam, my favorite fucking band in the world.
Plus, the guy's cock is on the fucking first album.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
That's
called,
right there.
don't know
it's
whose
called
cock it
Slow,
is.
Deep, and
No, they
Hard.
said it's his.
Oh,
That's him. Like, I wonder who the girl is.
but so
Is she gonna start trying to sue and make some money?
Well, he's dead, so.
but what's funny is I didn't know about
Kurt
Carnivore.
Cobain's dead.
I didn't know about Carnivore until 2006. When I started working at Cessna, and a guy I knew over there was telling me.
Oh, and did they just now release the albums?
No, the albums have
been
been
out
around since the 80s, but
Were they accessible?
out of print.
Okay, so
And
were they
then-
re-released?
Yeah, there was like a re-release in the early 2000s, out of print, and then the two that I have now were re-released in like 2018, and I'm
you
glad
didn't get them then?
I did get them then. Those are the two that I have.
Yeah, it's two.
Oh,
yeah.
in 2018.
yeah.
See, God damn it, man! I'm not looking at 2018 like it was 4
We
years
talked
ago.
about Carnivore at one point. We were doing a video for one of the Typo Negatives things we're doing.
Yeah.
We brought up Carnivore, but we never went into that
Yeah.
because at that time you
We
couldn't
hadn't heard them.
Yeah, and it was
That's
hard
crazy.
to fucking find any music.
That's crazy that it was around, but like when you never like tried to.
Well, it was hard to get a hold of
yeah.
because the shit was out of print. Now,
Yeah,
it was
but see
pretty
nowadays,
pricey.
nowadays you look at it and you're like, if it's $30, I'm still gonna buy it.
Yeah, nowadays,
Yeah.
because I make a whole lot more money than I
Yeah.
was 15, 20 years ago.
Finding
Adult
old,
Life,
old
Brad.
CDs is actually getting really hard.
So I'm glad that I bought those two when they did re-release
Yeah.
them, because they're out of print again.
That shit happens.
But it is, to me, the way I look at it, the bridge between the Carnivore sound and what would eventually dominate Typo Negative sound is on Origin of the Feces, their second album, which took all of the thrashy songs from Slow, Deep, and Hard and melodic them up some more. Used a lot more of the deep, slow vocals because there's not any of that on Slow, Deep, and Hard either, if I'm remembering correctly. And to me, the versions of the songs that are on Slow, Deep, and Hard, the versions that they do on Origin of the Feces, to me are better. There's a little more energy in there, it's a little more fun. Carnivore, the band, with Peter Steele, had reformed a handful of times for about a year or two. Like in the early 90s they did, and then in like the mid 2000s before he died.
So why did he change the name of the band when the guys left?
Well,
It was
because
no longer
it was-
Carnivore. It was just him.
It was just him, and he got Sal and Kenny.
Yeah, that's what I'm
but-
trying to get at. Like when the Typos started, but he was still contractually obligated to make the next album with Carnivore. Even though Carnivore wasn't there, why didn't he just hire the new guys
He didn't have
and
to
call
make
it
it for
Carnivore?
Carnivore. He was just contractually. He had to make a new album.
Yeah, but why didn't he
label.
just continue to call it Carnivore?
Well, he just wanted. He made a new band. He didn't. It was just him. So when he brought new people in, he
just
made
made
a
a
new
band.
band. And he went
Okay.
with. That's why the first album is still very fucking. I call it gore-like. That fast-paced, kind of punky.
Yeah, almost like a hardcore
Yeah.
punk thrash.
Wasn't
vibe.
your first one Bloody Kisses?
Yeah, my first one was Bloody Kisses.
Most people's first.
Oh
was
yeah,
Black
pretty
Kisses.
much.
that's
That
true.
was my first one too.
But yeah, once he got Kenny Hickley, Josh Silver, and Sal Bruscato. I can never pronounce his last name, but that guy only played drums for a couple of years. He's only on the first couple Typo Negative albums. I think at that point Johnny Kelly joined, and I think his first album as a band member might have been.
How many albums they got?
It might have been October Rust. I think Sal is still credited on Bloody Kisses. Let me find out real quick.
8 or 9 albums.
And their one essential album is Bloody
Bloody
Kisses.
Kisses. Because
Yeah.
you gotta have black.
The top shelf edition. What's special about that?
There's like a couple extra tracks. I gotta get a hold of that one, but that one
It's like
runs
an
a little pricey too.
It's like an extended album. Get your extra tracks.
But
There was 2 versions of Black Number.
yeah, there's like a little
Yeah,
like
they only got
shorter
7.
version.
There's a short version, and then there's the
Yeah.
long ass version.
Do you have the remastered of Slow, Deep, and Hard?
I have
Is yours the one that you can clearly tell it's a cock and clitoris, or
no. That
Okay,
one's hard to get.
that? Okay.
Well, mine looks like that, but it is slightly more unnoticeable.
This has
Grainy.
8 songs.
Let me grab mine.
Yeah, because they came out with different versions, where the cover was a lot harder to see versus like easy as clear as day.
Yeah, mine's the more grainy version.
That's
Yeah.
what this
Oh,
looks
yours is
like.
the closer up one. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
even closer. You couldn't tell because the original I think was farther out, so you can clearly tell it was a clit and a penis and a vagina.
I mean, hell, get a hold of the first.
I mean, because it was
version
called
of
Slow,
Origin
Deep,
of
and Hard.
Deceit. Get a glimpse of the album cover, the original album cover for Origin of the Feces.
Yeah, that's because
It's
I mean,
just
this
straight
is
up.
just skeletons.
It's Ace Ventura ass talking without pants.
Oh yeah. Excuse me. Can I
I
ask you a
remember
few questions?
when Life is Killing Me came out. You
Yeah.
got that.
Life is killing me.
That was the new album when I
That
started
was the new
getting
album
into
at
them.
the time.
Dead again.
You started what?
When I first started listening to them, that was the
Buddy.
newest album. Buddy Foo. So,
Big ass
He's Bloody Food.
Well, he is
Buddy
bloody
Foo.
food
That's
now.
it. Buddy Foo.
He is
He
technically
got a
bloody
little
food.
sore on him. We're gonna take him to the vet.
Oh, they got a compilation out.
The best compilation for Typo
Oh,
Negative
the least
is
worst,
least
though?
worst. Yeah.
Least
What
worst.
was that about?
That was an
Alternate
official.
versions and B-sides.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's considered a lot. That's considered one of their.
Yeah.
Oh, so they got 8.
And then there's
Pretty
a
much
greatest hits, and the only reason to buy that is their cover
was
of Highway
89.
Star.
Best of
Yeah.
or the compilation.
There's a best of album that Roadrunner dropped where
Roadrunner in 2012.
maybe so is Highway Star on there.
Yeah. It's the black one. Is it the black album? It has
Damn, I
big
didn't know
Roadrunner
there
on the
was
bottom
2
of it.
discs. Why are they gonna put Skip It on there? Are you kidding me? Well, this is more like a box set. Yeah, 71 songs, and I'm talking about just a greatest hits album.
71. Jesus Christ,
So
why?
that's like
Yeah,
every album.
that isn't the cover like a black one. It just says and it has a big red Roadrunner label at the bottom. They do the same thing like Slipknot and all the other bands. That's just a massive compilation of the best of.
But yeah, the Carnivore sounds a lot like Slow, Deep, and Hard. And I've heard people say, "Oh, I only like Slow, Deep, and Hard." No. They're not into the more gothy metal side of Typo.
I prefer the gothy. metal.
I do too. Like I prefer the melodic, the slow, the doomy.
Black
like
number one.
The Stink Floyd, as he calls it, his Sabbath and Pink Floyd mashup
Yeah.
style.
Well, that's why I said like to the rest of it. Other
The
parts just sound.
the harmonies, the way they sing together. I think with fucking Kenny Hickley being doing co-vocals with him is perfect. So the first Carnivore album, there are a lot of hints of what Typo Negative would eventually be. There's more thrash metal stuff, but there's also Sabbathy doomy bits here and there. So the first track, Predator, heavy thrash metal. I love the slower bits, like, damn, food, pushing buttons. I love the slower bits. I love in the middle of the song when you get the dinner bell and then he goes, "Soo-wee," and then you get these pig noises and shit. And then a killer little solo comes in, and then the song ends with a burp. Yeah.
I've said that it's just when it's not the Typo Negative sound, it's the Gwar sound.
Yeah, because if you
I like it, but I made me want to listen to Gwar more than anything.
Because the drums are very in between like hardcore punk and thrash metal. It's a more interesting sort of thrashy metal album that I've ever heard. Then the title track, Carnivore. The intro is a massive hint to the Typo Negative style. It's very doomy, it's very Sabbathy, slow, and then it goes into some killer thrash metal. And then when you think about the song, the lyrics, I think he's just singing about eating pussy. And that makes him a carnivore because he's eating meat. But I'm like, but doesn't that make you a vegetarian?
Dad joke. Dad joke. But yeah, that's what all carnivore is, because like Predator. Sexual predator. The whole damn thing is about him fucking literally just taking women, just fucking. It's all it is about. The whole damn thing is just pinnacle, just fucking. And wait a minute, did you say Sabbath and Doomy? Wait, didn't I say something like last time we did a video and somebody, it's not Doomy? Not that. I got him.
What?
He's throwing shade at David for throwing shade at him.
What happened?
When we did the Ghost review, Josh had mentioned it's very Sabbathy,
kind of doomy.
Now, I will say that new Ghost album, none of that's on there. But the earlier Ghost albums definitely have 70s vibes and
David has something to say.
David straight out fucking just got on the Josh, man. He's like, there is no doom on this album.
I don't remember that. Wow.
Really? Damn, yeah, like David jumps on Josh.
Wow. David does that kind of thing. I don't like
David's just strong on his opinions.
David's David, man.
Like if somebody says if somebody says anything that like I don't necessarily agree with, it's nothing for me to
you let them have their opinion.
Let them have their thing, man.
David's like, no, you are wrong.
Yeah,
this is why I am right.
I was referring to the way the guitar and the bass sound. It has that long, like deep drone to it, which is very indicative of Doom sound. The drone sound.
I do love how David gets on like that, like his long tangents. Like, I'm right, you're wrong.
Like, I mean, when me and David reviewed that new Tool album a couple years ago, it was just 2 hours of going back and forth. No, man, this album is fucking awesome. No, this album is shit. Fucking just back and forth that for 2 hours.
I still haven't heard that.
Really? That album was great, man.
Still haven't, because I don't want to spend $40 on a goddamn album. Even though I used to do it with fucking vinyl.
That would really prove the meme's true. No matter how fucking expensive it is, these Tool fans will. New Tool album, $100.
I mean, I dropped 39. I dropped 39 on the video version, and then about 15, 20 on the deluxe book edition.
Yeah, see, the reason I didn't pick it up.
I ain't dropping no $800 on the goddamn vinyl. I'm sorry.
That's
I love you, Tool, but I don't love you that much.
Stupid. I think Gwar take them with their Beast edition at $5,000.
Gwar, I just want a
$1,500 guitar.
Gwar, I just want a CD.
Would
I don't need all that other bullshit. Would you have bought the Rammstein box set with all the dildos?
Yes. We talked about this before. Like if it was a Well, I mean, if it's a reasonable, not
If it was about $60, yeah.
How much was it?
I do not
Don't
know.
know. Never
I didn't
find
know
it.
about it till years after it came out.
When we
I
try to
thought
look it up,
it was like common now when
It was for the Liebes für Alle album.
yeah, and it was like, you know, it was a collector's edition, and it literally was. So now
And I
you
had
get it.
no clue
You don't
about
know what the
it.
price is because now people want like astronomical
$1,000
prices.
for
Yeah, there's the new Coheed is like $150
That's
for the
fine.
fucking
I say anything in the
the
hundred.
big cool special edition thing, and I'm like, I'll just spend $10 on
And see,
the
like,
CD.
all right, so with Elstorm, all right, I just pre-ordered their new album with the box version.
That's $60,
Yeah,
right? That's fine.
Well,
That's
what's crazy
reasonable.
is the first one was like 40, the second one was 50, and the newest one was 60.
Inflation.
But I'm like, yeah, exactly. But to me, the newest one comes with cooler shit than the second one because you got the shot glasses. I'm like, that's cool. Elstorm shot glasses, I'm fucking down with it. But they also got other cool pre-order bundles. There's one with a big old fucking beer tankard, and I'm like, I kind of want that too.
Yeah.
But yeah, like $60 I'll drop for something I really want. Which the new Muse album.
I'm kind of
Have you seen the big ass fucking bundle for it?
no.
Their big top tier bundle, $60 or $70, I believe. But 3 variations of the cassette, the CD, the vinyl, like signed art prints, like and all that. I'm
Okay,
like,
if it's the CD and the vinyl, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But 3 goddamn cassettes,
3
that's
versions
stupid.
of the cassettes. 3
I
versions
don't
of the cassettes.
because
But
cassettes and 8-tracks are
I
selling
did
like
that with
hotcakes.
Ghost, but separately. You know, Ghost, I bought the vinyl, I bought the CD, I bought both versions of the cassettes.
I still
Did
need to
Ghost
go to
have the
Target and
8-track
pick
of that
up.
one too?
Huh?
Didn't Ghost have the 8-track of that one too?
Not
Or was
for
it
the
this
new one. The 8-track was for prequel. That's,
Yeah, that's
the one
what's
that did
so-
the 8-track.
that was
And- Which
cool.
would have been cool, but I was like, at the time, I was like, I don't want to drop $45 on
You
an
would have
8-track.
caught hell trying to find an 8-track player if you actually ever wanted to listen to it.
Yeah.
I mean, I would not listen to it. That's why I don't open the cassettes.
The thing is, like, I'm kicking myself in the ass for not getting the Coheed special edition that came out for Year of the Black Rainbow because it was a fucking novel. Came with a novel that was that
Oh,
thick
damn,
and
that's
it was
cool.
$50.
Hey, don't feel bad.
And,
I
like,
kicked
I
myself
kicked
for losing my
myself in the
desk
ass.
See, like, that's
That-
what, the way I look at it, the reason I do this now is because when I bought that first Elstorm box, I was like, you know what? This right here costs less than a fucking video game. And it's something that I want. And I don't play video games anymore. So I'm like, why would I not buy, why would I be like, damn, it's $50? Do I want to drop $50 on that? But when back in the day, I was like, oh man, new video game, $60. $70 collector's 10 edition, you know, and I'm like, why am I depriving myself of like the nice, cool bullshit version? But
Well, I said, remember, I hate myself every day for losing my fucking death clock.
yes, which crazily enough, I've got a copy from Charlie a couple years ago.
Yeah, I'm like, damn it, I did not realize how rare that one was.
Right, and see, I still kick myself in the ass for not buying that version. I went to Circuit City.
Because I got it, came over like, Travis, look, it's out. I got the fucking,
and fucking, I
got it
bought the
Circuit
blue
City.
edition. I was like, why do I want to spend $5 more for
For-
one? But now, but ever since then,
that's the only one. That's the only CD you can get Duncan Hill's coffee jingle on too.
ever since then, I've been like, I will always get the deluxe edition if I can. And I
Especially if
have.
it's official. If it's not like,
Um,
hell, it's like when I gave you that Limp Bizkit, was that the Best Buy version that actually had the best no, it wasn't because that's right. I couldn't find it.
I have no clue. You're talking about the Snake Cobra album?
Yeah, when they had the gold Cobra, it was in a gold case because it was a Best Buy exclusive. And it had a song that was not on any other
Yeah,
version.
anytime there was a Best Buy version, I was getting that. Anytime there was a Target version, I was getting that.
Sometimes they have something you can't get nowhere else, and
yeah.
it's super rare.
And you know, so ever since that happened with the Death Clock, but I finally a couple years ago I got a copy of it
That's
from Charlie.
super lucky.
Yeah, $15. I gave him $15
Jesus,
for it.
that's a steal.
Yeah, better than I mean. But here's the thing.
Someone is playing like live music out
Yeah,
around this
they've been
area.
all
I
day.
heard a microphone.
Yeah, it's been all day. Yeah.
But I have. I mean, I see it go for about. I see it go for about $20 on
I think
Discogs.
for a while it got close to like 50
I've
bucks
seen it
for
for
a while.
50 now.
'Cause I think
I've
when,
seen it
when it was
high.
around about the time that I think the last when they had the Metalocalypse fucking movie, and it was pretty much going to get toward the end. It got super popular.
But yeah, so let's get back into Carnivore. Male Supremacy. probably the first track that really has massive hints of what Typo Negative would be. It's a badass long track at over 7 minutes long. Around the 3-minute mark, you get the only bit of the Peter Steele sexy voice with the melodic, deep, clean vocal. Not as heavy on the reverb as you wind up getting, but I've heard people say before that his voice is fake. This is probably
Dad even said that.
yeah, but next to hearing him live and hearing an unreverbed version. You know, that's the man's fucking voice, y'all.
Yeah, it's
Come
just
on.
a
Well, yeah, I
super
can hear
deep
it.
voice.
Like, yeah, he's
He's
deep
a
like
deep
that.
when he
baritone.
speaks, yeah, it's
It's a
incredibly
very-
fucking deep.
It's a deep
Dad was
baritone.
probably just talking about there's an effect.
Yeah, the reverb
On his
on
voice,
there,
yeah.
you know, who knows, but fucking love it.
He took it to his grave
Um,
now. He can actually have a natural reverb.
The bass line
I bet
that
he
comes
did.
in, and then when he does the whoa, whoa.
You want a Godsmack album, Josh?
Yeah, you want a Godsmack?
Didn't I give you guys?
No, I bought one a couple of years ago, but
Travis
I grabbed
thought that
one
I
at
didn't
Goodwill.
have it, and he was trying to give it to me. I'm like, I already got that. It's got good songs on it.
Well, yeah,
That
that
one's
was
awesome.
the good one.
Yeah, it's the only good one, really.
No, see, I actually kind of like it a lot.
I like it a lot.
Jesus Christ! There's a lot of Godsmack I like. The
There
next
is some
album is
decent
really
ones.
good though, because I like Vampires on the next one. That song's fucking amazing.
Fucking, what's it called? Voodoo 2 was actually pretty good.
Yeah, I liked Oracle too. But
I'll check out some more if I see it at Goodwill. Like
That's
I'm
the
not,
only way I got mine.
I'm not full pricing on Godsmack,
No.
y'all.
Amazon. That's it.
But I did buy the first one on Amazon when one night we were all out here real late, and
I mean, you also
we were-
gotta remember,
we were just nostalgic and talking about it. I
Prince
was
of
like,
Persia.
bye.
You know, we were all
yeah,
sipping
that was
on
all
that.
over that, man.
Wasn't that the worst one?
Well,
Prince of
I
Persia?
remember when
was
Travis
not
got the
very
game,
fun
and
one, dude.
we were sitting there playing it, and Travis was like, it was great at first, and like every fucking time he died, he had to go back. It's like, I just kept
Gotta hear this Godsmack song
And
again.
then that one
That's
time
gotta
it
get
fucking
so
glitched out on
fucking
you.
annoying.
It
so
played-
bad.
It glitched
was
out and it played the whole damn
it
time.
glitched out,
It would
and
stop.
I did the Dahaka bit with no music. Then when the Dahaka bit ended,
It started
then it
playing.
started playing
And
the
it played the
Godsmack
regular-
song. And I'm playing the normal part of the game, and it's
Sat
fucking
there.
playing.
That has got to be so fucking
It was annoying.
though.
We hated it after a while, for a while after that because it was
I
like
got sick of that damn track, dude.
That's an annoying thing, like to play a whole game and
That's
hear
why I was
one
so
song.
glad when that third one came out, and like
It
they
was more Arabian kind of
yeah
shit.
they dropped the damn brooding fucking Prince shit from the second game, brought back the voice of the guy from the first one,
Yeah.
and like the third one to me is the best one next to the first one.
But like that's kind of how I felt about Devil May Cry 3, because every time you got in a fight, it would play that industrial song.
Oh
It was
my
like,
god, that's right.
Which is like, damn, if y'all had a different song for every
Yeah,
time I had
yeah.
to get in a fight.
But why do I have to hear the same fucking song every time I enter
And
a
then it's
room?
like the fight would be over by the time the vocals start kicking in. And
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, I want to hear the whole song at least, motherfucker.
One time, but then you get so used to hearing those.
That's what was so
parts.
bad about Prince of Persia. It wasn't the whole damn song.
Yeah.
It was just that one section of the fucking song.
What song was that?
It was the I Stand
Stay
Alone.
Away, Stay
Alone.
Away.
Maybe that. I can't remember.
Stand alone. And it's like that's the one thing that all fucking Godsmack is the one band that does not fit with fucking Prince of Persia and its setting.
But so back on Carnivore. So on the middle bit on Smell Supremacy, when you get that
Smell.
the opening riff to the melodic sexy voice part and the little guitar thing in there is very typo negative. Then we get to the track Armageddon. Man, the very slow doomy vibe. Another one with stuff that would eventually dominate the typo negative sound. The slow doom intro. The piano comes in. That's a big piece that carries over to the typo negative sound. The thrashy bit, then it goes back to the doomy shit. Like, just really cool. Then you got Legion of Doom, badass riffs at the beginning, awesome thrash track. At the minute and a half mark, you get to the sludgy and doom stuff. God is Dead, it's another awesome track. I love the groove during the chorus, and then toward the end of the song, they just kind of run with that groove, and you get these female vocals saying, God is dead. Then Thermonuclear War, Warrior.
Nuclear.
He said
The
yes is silent.
Nuclear.
Nuclear, the S is silent. So it starts off with that do 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 do.
Open it, damn it, right now, while you're talking. Why?
I will eventually, man. I'm trying to stay on message here. What is that song, y'all? Dun, 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 dun. Is that a Russian thing? Cause like
that's something I remember from Tiny Toons.
Like
they're working. Dun, dun, dun,
yeah, I have
dun,
no clue what that song is. Yeah. I even today, when I was writing these notes on lunch at work, I typed in old Russian song on YouTube and then found all these like songs. I'm like, damn, these are some rad fucking songs. But I did not find that one. I don't know. It's got a Russian vibe. Like there's a sound. There is
a new Pink Floyd.
There are notes that we're not gonna get into that goddamn song. We're not gonna get into that fucking song, man.
You have strong feelings. Okay.
I am
I'm
not
sorry.
a fan. Not a fan.
Wow. Okay, we should talk about that.
Not a fan. We should talk about that.
But I don't know if we should do it tonight.
We can do it tonight because we're almost done with this.
We'll finish it and get into it.
Quit distracting us. Quit distracting me, and we'll get there. So what is da 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 da? Anyway, it's a rad fucking track. But is that a Russian song? I have no clue. But there's like a thing about, there's like a certain thing about the way Russian music sounds, and that's what I get when I hear that. But then you have World Wars 3 and 4, and it starts off like another great typo negative track. Like there are hints of what typo negative would be. Slow riffs, double bass coming in. It's a 10-minute song, y'all. The melody after 3 minutes before the solo is very good, and I wish it was a little louder. 7 minutes gets a cool explosion, while you get the explosion sound like a nuclear bomb goes off, and you just got this fallout noise. But you have the Star Spangled Banner playing in the background, which I think is just great. Then USA for USA, just a really heavy thrash track. Then at the end of this first album, there's Suck My Dick and Sex and Violence, which are just demo bonus tracks, demos of 2 songs that are on the next album, Retaliation. So then we get to the second album, Retaliation. This one, production-wise, sounds a whole lot better.
We're not almost done. We got a whole other album.
No, and then the album is more thrashier. It doesn't have as many of the doomy bits. A lot of the, there's not a whole lot of what eventually would be. To me, there are more typo negative vibes on the first Carnivore album than there are on this one. But if you like the thrashy Peter Steele stuff, it's on here. The bass sound, the guitar sound, it's all here. It's just not as prominent as it is on the first one. The first track, Jack Daniels and Pizza, is a really gross throwing up intro, isn't it? You hear the dude running in and busting the door open and just throwing up. It is
and
gross.
The slosh. They really recorded somebody vomiting up.
Yeah, it had to be.
They stuck the microphone in there so you could hear the sounds of the chunk, the liquidy, that liquidy splat sound. It was real.
Fucking gross.
It was straight up real.
Then you have Angry Neurotic Catholics, badass thrash track. Then you have the studio better version of Suck My Dick. And then in a few seconds you get this like, whoa, like the song starts, then for a second it's like, whoa, 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 and it's like everybody stops and it's like you fucked up, then they restart the song. Then Ground Zero Brooklyn, love it, there's a great doomy intro, it's a badass heavy track, and then there's a part where it's like, Jesus, I beg of thee, Don't take my life. Return me to the womb of which I was torn.
Notice Travis's
Come
Peter
with me
still
if you
sounds
want to
like
live.
goddamn Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That's what I was about to say. Come with me if you want to live.
There's Peter still sounds like the Terminator.
Then you got Race War,
love
which
that.
sounds close to something you'd hear on Slow, Deep, and Hard. It's a little slower, thrashy track. Then you've got Inner Conflict. It is way heavy. Halfway through, it slows down, and then he's got, I think I'm losing my mind. Then Jesus Hitler. I love Jesus Hitler, especially with the line, Jesus Hitler, Adolf Christ, is this the second coming or the Fourth Reich? Like, the lyrics are silly on these motherfuckers. Then you got Technophobia. Love it. It's heavy. It's fast as hell. And halfway through gets really doomy. And the keyboards on that one, that sound of the keyboards is something that definitely...
That's typo negative sound. The keyboard.
All the way. It's
all-
not Josh Silver playing, but it is similar.
It's the signature style. One of the signature styles
like
of typo
you
negative.
can hear that this Bloody Kisses is just a couple years away, y'all. Basically, then you got Manic Depression, a great Jimi Hendrix cover, which is sort of like the beginning of the typo negative covers, if you will, which technically it's a Carnivore cover of Jimi Hendrix, and you would say that the typo negative covers really begin with Hey Pete on, which is another little Jimi Hendrix thing, on Origin of the Feces, and then they added Paranoid as a bonus track. But it's just cool. It's a really cool version. USA for USA, the non-demo version, really good. Then I love 5 Billion Dead. I love the intro. Anything that reminds me of old typo negative, I'm into. It's a great instrumental track. I love the melodies all over, the guitar melodies, the bass melodies. This song right here is probably the most typo negative kind of track you're going to get on Retaliation. Then you get demos, which I think this is cool, that between these two albums, the first album has a couple demos of tracks that are on the second album. This one has a couple demos of tracks that are on the first album, which is kind of cool. But they don't sound great. I mean, I'm skipping them all the time because I can hear the better versions on either album. But there is a demo on here. Oh wait, no, Sex and Violence is not a demo on here. I said it's better than the demo. The demo versions on here is World War III and IV and the Carnivore track. But there's also a song called The Subhuman demo, which is a great song, but I do wish it sounded better. To me, both Carnivore albums, I'm going to give both of them an 8.
I agree on that.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I agree with the parts you included. That right there was absolutely typo negative. Like I said, I sit there and say, it sounds like Gore to me. And it does, because that's what Gore is. It's a thrash punk metal band. And their lyrics are very sexual oriented a lot of times. And these two albums are extremely overtly sexual.
Like, they're not like sexy goth sexual.
No, it's
These
like
are almost
rapey.
like, but then at the same time, Peter Steele was a very sarcastic kind of dude. So I think these
so
songs are
he's
more
like masculine.
Well, it's
I
also
think they're
80s.
more on a satire version.
Yeah.
of
Yeah,
that.
but it was the 80s. It was different. So,
Well, I don't think it's in that light.
He literally wrote
where-
a song called "Male Supremacy." That's got to be a satire.
Yeah,
It's
I
absolutely-
think it's more on the how
In the 80s,
that
to say male supremacy, that's kind of being satire. Taking
Yeah,
a
see, I
stand,
think he's doing it more of a point of view of making fun of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Instead of, saying, this is who I am and this is what I think
No,
about.
that was that. I mean, in the 80s, to say male supremacy and write a silly song and stuff like
Yeah.
that, yeah, definitely that's what it was. Because in the 80s, every goddamn band was about male supremacy, but let's look like women.
Well, glam rock.
Glam rock, yeah. That was the only rock that was accessible all the time.
Well, I mean, everything was essentially what stripper rock. It was all. It was more like
Glam
a
rock.
That's what it
hot
turned
for teacher
into.
kind of thing, you know.
That's what it turned into.
His was like that dark. It was just it's more.
Sleaze metal, man.
It's sleaze metal.
Wasp and shit.
There you go. Does anyone remember that song that came out about like 2011, 2012? It was like kind of like a Nickelback song, but it wasn't Nickelback. But he's like, I love that porn star dancing.
Oh, that is yes. It's.
Porn star.
I know it because Starla likes the song, and so I have it. It's
It was like he kept talking about how sexy this girl was because she was like a porn star dancing or some shit.
no, it was a stripper.
Something like that. A stripper, but it was like a porn star dancing. But I'm like, none of that sounds sexy at all. A porn star?
There you go. Yeah, it's got Zach Wilde in it.
Yeah, but the singer's got to ruin it for you. Like, Tiffany Cole at work loved this fucking song and she played it and I
It's
always
stripper
hated on
rock.
it. I fucking hated this shit.
You hear that? That Zach Wilde. Zach Wilde is badass on
Zach
this
Wilde's
fucking
good. What rock?
song. It's
Yeah,
my darkest.
it just sounds like what dominated Rock 103
My darkest
here.
days, man.
Yeah, but he's like, porn star dancing. I'm like, I don't want to see a
It
porn
just sounds
star
like
dancing.
Buck Cherry, you know.
Yeah, but
There you go.
he's just
Don't cry
using,
loud.
he's using fucking.
It's that stripper rock.
Yeah. The thing is, when I imagine that, what a porn star looks like dancing, did she just get done getting fucking railed, and she's dancing, and all the cum is just coming out of her while she's dancing? Exactly.
You
Like a porn star
You're thinking
dancing.
with your this now almost essentially dad age brain. Think with your teenage dick brain. You would be all over it. You would. Yes, you don't give a fly.
Well,
It's what it's
okay,
for.
like 13-year-old me jacking off to commercials to fucking commercials to goddamn Girls Gone Wild. I mean, you didn't see anything.
He wouldn't give a flying fuck. This would be his jam.
Videotape titties. Videotape titties.
You remember BMX Triple X when you guys got that?
Hey, you actually got to see tits in
Shit,
that.
that was like, there's tits in it. Chick in a miniskirt on a bike with her tits
Yeah,
hanging
but
out.
I was like, okay, I'm gonna put in all the cheat codes and see all the titties. And that was our Pornhub back then, dude.
Oh, how the
Carnivore.
world has changed.
How
You know,
the world
it went from
has
Sears
changed.
catalog, underwear catalogs,
to fucking Girls
to
Gone Wild
Girls
videos.
Gone Wild videotape
Snoop
videos.
Dogg introducing fucking Girls Gone Wild.
I can pretend I can see the boobies behind these videotapes.
I know what it is.
Uh,
I've seen boobs before.
But so back to what I was saying, you know, this album, these two albums are really good. I don't go back to them all that much because they don't touch on all the things that I love about Typo Negative.
Because there's a lot of bands that we like we like the band, but they had previous bands before and it kind of led it to it. And it's like, eh.
And even so, Kenny Hickley and Johnny Kelly, the drummer and guitarist of Typo Negative, have done two other albums. There's Silver Tomb and oh god damn it, Silver Tomb and it's something
Liver
else
Doom.
similar. God damn it.
Silver Tomb and Liver Doom.
I always for some both fucking goddamn band names are so similar to me. There's Silver Tomb and Seventh Void. I don't know why those two
Because
band names.
it's,
They're both in the S, I guess. I don't know.
Man.
But they are. It's Johnny Kelly and Kenny Hickley from Typo Negative. So Kenny's playing guitar and he's singing, and it's the Kenny voice that you hear in the Typo Negative stuff, and it's the good Johnny Kelly drums, and it almost fills that Typo Negative voice. Almost. I'm just glad to hear these guys on something. So in a weird way, there is a bookend to Typo Negative where we've got Peter Steele before.
Pre-Typo Negative, rest of the band,
Pre-Typo
and now the
Negative
rest of the band
post-Typo Negative,
missing
with Kenny and
just
John.
pretty much post.
You got Peter Steele
Peter
without
Steele.
Typo Negative,
Hey, it's
and then
cool.
you have
There's
Typo
some negative
Negative
up to-
without Peter Steele in a way.
It's cool that they're continuing as a band, though. Are they?
Yeah, it was just those two guys.
Yeah.
Josh Silver, I believe, went and
How are you
became
not
a.
sweating between this?
I never sweat in my boots.
Weird.
But Josh
Can't.
Silver, I
I got a
believe,
flippy.
became an EMS guy in New York. Like, fucking straight up ambulance guy.
EMT?
If you had to pick your
You mean
favorite,
EMT? What is the EMS?
I don't know,
What the fuck is that? You said straight up fucking ambulance guy, and I'm like, EMS?
well, it still would
What the
be.
fuck is that?
That could still be right. Emergency medical services. It would still be correct.
Okay, true, yeah.
So if you had to, I got one for you. If you had to pick your favorite Typo Negative song and favorite Typo Negative cover song, what would it be?
Favorite cover song?
Hey, Pete.
Oh my god, damn. Favorite Typo Negative cover song? I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to be cliche as a motherfucker and say Summer Breeze.
And
Summer Breeze was good.
Just because.
Cinnamon Girl.
Cinnamon
yeah,
Girl, damn, yeah, Cinnamon Girl was good.
That
See,
is,
I don't know.
that
I
is
don't-
the best
I
version
can't
of
pick,
Cinnamon
I
Girl
don't
that
know.
ever
I like it
exists.
a lot, man.
But I
like it a
do
lot.
when you
But-
mention them, yeah, I fucking remember those.
Yeah, I'm a basic bitch. Black
All I
number
want to
one.
live
It'd be my
was a
favorite.
cinnamon girl.
And
I could be happy the rest of my life with her. So good, dude, so good. But I'd have to go with Summer Breeze just because of the way it rolls into Sets Me on Fire.
I like the I'm fucking dead again.
Oh yeah, I'm dead again. God
As,
damn it,
as
man, that
one of their
whole
originals, that's one that I kind
album,
of like.
So
the-
good.
I don't know.
God
Black
damn,
number
I'm dead
one
down.
extended version is my favorite Typo Negative song. I love it. I could always go listen to that song because one, it's everything I love. The gothy girl, the black lipstick, and it's everything. I don't know. It's just and his voice.
Okay, wrap it up.
The whole damn song is the deep, sexy ass voice. You listen to that guy, and yet I don't give a fuck if you're a dude or girl. You will be wet.
Look, man, I'm 100% straight now. Bend over for goddamn Peter Steele.
I mean, that's his cock on the cover of the
Jesus
album.
Christ.
We know it is. That's his dick. That's absolutely got to be his. So, man, I think.
But so what was the other question? It was favorite cover.
Favorite cover and favorite
Original song.
song, original song.
Favorite original? Oh my god, dude, there are so many.
That's
There
right,
are
I picked
so
Black number
many.
one. That's one I could always absolutely listen to.
Oh, there are so many, and I would probably have to say, oh man, one that always comes to mind, especially what got me into this band. Now, what got me into Typo Negative was I had heard them a small handful of times before I bought Bloody Kisses. Was the Summer Breeze cover at the very beginning of I Know What You Did Last Summer brought me into them, and then Rock 103 used to play Everyone I Love Is Dead a lot. And then I finally bought Bloody Kisses, Christian Woman. Totally cemented my fucking love for this band, especially when you get to the she likes to, what is it? Oh my god, what is that bit in that song? And I love.
Oh, the essentially the Peter Steele breakdown where he just does the vocal part where he's literally speaking.
Yeah, when it goes to the part before feel her gun inside of her, deep inside of her. that part, and then when it gets the double bass, the kind of slow double bass.
That's the part where it's got like the women creatures in the background. It's just him speaking. You hear like the little sound of the forest and everything.
That is so fucking good. When I was listening to that album for the very first time and heard that, I was like, this is some different shit that I am not used to.
That's the kind of guy I was when
yeah.
When I grew up, I wasn't like the Cure, Baja's goth. I was the typo negative goth.
Yeah.
That was me. The just long black hair, black clothes.
The more self-deprecating but funny about it, like.
Yeah, typo. That was the kind of guy. I wasn't the fucking Baja's.
You see, I'm representing my man's colors. I'm
Blackbeard.
representing the fucking typo negative colors today. Favorite band of all time, and I'll tell you guys why. Typo Negative have everything that I love about all music in in 7 albums, if you will. Heavy metal, fast metal, slow doomy metal, really great melodic stuff, amazing ballads, shit that makes me laugh, some humor, shit that makes me sad as fuck. The vocals, screaming vocals, harmonies, the really deep male style vocals, deep bass, but just everything, proggy stuff, technical stuff, easy to listen to stuff. It is every bit of shit that I love about all music in this one fucking band. And I have yet to find any band that fills that void since they have been
That's
gone.
what I wish. Remember that night in the car when we had Mr. Jack playing and I scared the crap out of him with my gothiness? I was really hoping we'd listen to some Typo Negative, because that would have been. I was thinking in my head like, man, we could play some Black Number One or some Typo Negative. It really fucking.
They don't have a single bad album. They don't have a single bad album at all.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree with that one, because it's
favorite band in the world. And I'll tell you guys
I
right
still
now.
System of a Down, but yeah, Typo Negative.
And I'll tell you guys right now. Other than band, I can say favorite artist. I can finally say a favorite artist now, of all time.
Why didn't you say it before?
Because it's been a long time coming, man. There's a lot of shit. Because I could say, somebody. I could say Claypool, or I could say somebody. But I'm looking for somebody like with Typo Negative. They got every single thing I love about music in one neat package, right? That's why Typo is my favorite fucking band in the world. Proggy shit, technical shit, just everything I love about music in one day. In 7 albums, like I just said. Favorite artist of all time, alright? Weird fucking Al.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Weird Al, god damn it.
Because, there are artists that I could praise all day. Frank Zappa, Captain Beefheart, Tom
Weird
Waits,
Al
Nick
is
Cave.
so goddamn talented.
Weird Al is what I strive to be.
Yeah.
All the different genres. The man
wish-
can rap. The man can play so many different instruments. The man can write
I wish he would put something out new.
dark
It
songs,
doesn't have to be parodies.
hilarious songs.
Please don't do parodies. Do in the style of, but don't do parodies. Weird Al in this day and age. If he were to release something new, I don't want to hear a parody of what the hottest fucking song is
That's
on
going
the
by
radio.
that the music now sucks so bad that a parody would still be the same shitty music with just funny lyrics.
You wouldn't know what it comes from.
Oh, could you imagine a Weird Al version of WAP?
Oh, that would be great. Okay. Okay, certain songs. All right.
I mean, if you haven't heard Gilbert Gottfried read the lyrics to WAP,
that was great.
That was amazing. God, that man. God bless that man. That was amazing.
Rest in peace, Gilbert Gottfried.
Jesus Christ! I heard that. I was like, that is the most amazing thing.
Weird Al, if he were to do WAP, it would probably be called Plop.
That wet ass pussy.
Listen, you gotta give him
that shit.
He does great parodies of fucking paper.
Without having to say cuss words.
Tinfoil was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Aluminum
So
foil.
we gotta do. I've been wanting to do this for a while. We gotta do a top 10 parodies and a top 10 originals.
We did that, but that was years ago.
We did a retrospective.
And then I randomly threw them on y'all top 10 Weird Al songs.
But here's the cool thing is like we could do top 10 originals, top 10 parodies, but we can keep going back to it because there are just so many.
yeah.
You can't just do 10. There's so many. So like once a year, we should do top 10 parodies.
Next
top
time
10
we come over
originals.
here, we'll do it.
I don't know if you go with like the style of comedy, it encompasses a lot of stuff. Because I mean, Ailstorm is comedy. And that shit's
we need to fucking
amazing.
do Ninja Sex Party,
We
goddammit.
need to do a Ninja Sex
I know, I'm
Party.
with
We
Zach.
need to-
God fucking
Me and Zach
damn it!
been
I've
saying
been
that.
We
talking
need to
about
do
it for so
fucking
long.
Psycho Stick.
I mean, come on, Orgy for One was so amazing.
There's a lot of shit
Yeah.
we can do.
The last album, fucking
Psycho Stick. That'd be fun. We can do that one. That would be fun.
I do like the
Thundernuts?
end stuff a lot.
Oh, Thundernuts was amazing.
But let us know.
But what was it? Butt sex Goldilocks? Goddamn.
But let us know. That was our Patreon review request here recently. If you have any requests, you can hit us up on the Patreon. I think it's $5. Get you a request. And now the thing is, it's not one request a month. You can request 3 or 4 or 10 if you want.
But you're not gonna get it in that month.
The
Sorry.
thing is if you request 10, be wary, we will get to it eventually. Because I like to have everyone here. I hate to do it by myself, but I will do it by myself if I have to.
Because he will, because life happens.
Yeah, shit happens. We all have lives.
Not
We all have
shit,
day
life.
jobs. We have other shit we got to do.
We have lives.
Yeah, and so, I mean, but if you want, if you're already a Patreon subscriber.
I'm just here for the fun. You didn't pay me, so if I'm not here and you paid for it, sorry.
Well, that's what I do. Like with the Patreon money, I'll normally, if I don't have the album they requested, I'll use that money to buy that album.
That's cool, but they didn't pay me, so I'm not getting paid to do it. So I don't technically have to
It's
be
just
here.
Fun to drink.
I know,
and
I get it,
shoot
I
the
get
shit
it.
I
with
donated
buddies.
an album. We should do that one.
Huh?
I Patreon to an album.
Yeah,
Josh,
yeah.
there's your
Josh
Josh
Bott,
Patreon.
Simon Says we should review that. We should do like a little thing where albums that are not well known.
Or it doesn't matter. I just
It's
come
because
over.
we're getting old, and that right
Like,
there is
see,
young.
that's the thing. Josh comes over with a random thing. I come over with a random thing.
Not a bad
Or we
idea.
just fucking talk.
Not a bad idea.
Like, I like the conversations. It being specific and stuff, it kind of bores me. Like, with the Jack White, I was kind of bored. Because I didn't listen to it. I get it. We gotta... You want to put out, like,
Josh
stuff
can go
for
David
the-
on your ass. You're wrong! You're wrong!
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying, like, certain videos kind of bore me.
Well, that's why I'm not like
topics.
oh man, we need to do Father John Misty, yo.
Yeah, thank you. I don't know why. Like, that's why when you said we got to do Jack White, I was like, oh, we're doing that? Oh, okay. But I did have things to
wasn't
say,
bad.
I'm sorry if the video turns out like shit, but okay.
It ain't nothing. But no, if you guys want to drop, requests, go ahead, hit up the Patreon if you want. But like I said, you could request as many as you want. We'll get to it. And you can listen to our music on Spotify and Apple Music and Amazon. Look up Stinky Middle Finger and Monster and the Family.
Links in the description?
Possibly, if I remember to put them in.
Yeah, you ain't gonna remember.
I'm probably
He's
not
just gonna
gonna
post
remember.
it. It'd be funny if he didn't cut like where he's supposed to cut. Like where you're supposed to cut, like in the beginning, where we're just kind of getting in the chairs. You're supposed to cut it at a certain point. Edit it. Anyway, go ahead.
I don't get it.
Okay.
Anyway, so we will
Viewers
see
get
you
it.
guys later. I need to piss and I need a cigarette, man.
Pink Floyd. I don't know if we need to make a video about this, or you could just tell me about it.